Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Terraria, the melee-only challenge. As you saw from that little clip at the beginning, we have a new anvil, a mithril anvil. We have a new pickaxe, a mithril pickaxe, and I've been mining. It's taken me quite a bit of time to get all of the titanium and mithril that I want. I have 162 extra mithril. I was mining that just kind of for the fun of it, might as well type of thing, as I was going. And let's clear out some space. We're gonna put that away, and I've got a bunch of things to show off. So first of all, yeah, welcome back to the series. Today the plan is that we're going to armor up and hopefully take on the destroyer. I also would like to potentially try to get a couple of items, and we'll see what we can do. I would love to upgrade the phase blade, but I don't remember. I've already forgotten how to do that. It requires a bunch of crystal shards. We're almost there. We have 29. So I've got a couple of things that I found while mining and whatnot, and then I also have, you know, our souls and crystals. And well, I've been doing a lot of exploration at the bottom of the world, because that is the best way to find titanium. Go to the underworld and just scavenge the top of the underworld, and you will eventually find a bunch of titanium. However, we can't use it yet. We gotta break this guy. So in order to smelt titanium into the ores, we need a titanium forge, which requires 30 ore. And now with that, we can make titanium, and we're gonna make a bunch of it. We have 63 titanium. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make armor. Titanium breastplate, titanium leggings, and in hard mode, things get a little bit interesting. There are specific helmets for specific classes. So there is a mask, a helmet, and a headgear. Now, each of these does something different for depending on which class you are. Basically, titanium mask is melee, which is what we're going to get. High defense, and increased melee damage, melee speed, critical strike chance. The helmet, lower defense, but increased range damage and range critical strike chance. And finally, the headgear, which is the lowest damage, lowest defense rather, increased magic damage, increased magical critical strike, and maximum mana. So obviously, once we do other challenges, we're going to be using different ones of these. But we need to make the titanium mask, and I have 4 whole titanium left. Yeah, it's expensive. I'm going to have to rearrange chests, but we now have better armor. And the set bonus for this armor is attacking generates a defensive barrier of titanium shards, which sounds pretty cool, to be honest. It's going to be pretty useful when we take on the destroyer. Now, while I was exploring, I found a couple of things. I found a couple of gelatin crystals rather. These summon the queen slime, who, as far as I'm aware, we have no business with. So, not gonna worry about that. I also got another voodoo doll, by the way. But we also got a Nazir from a what was it? It was a cursed skull. I was in the dungeon. The dungeon is a really easy way right now to get pretty deep in the world. The worst thing was trying to find all that mithril. Mithril is an absolute pain to find because it generates kind of in the middle-ish of the world, and it's just awful. But yeah, so I have a Nazir. That is pretty good. Not a great accessory. I need to sell like half of these accessories. What do we not need? Shackles. I do not need 20 treasure magnets. So we'll put the Nazir in there. We also got a Sextant, which is a fishing quest item. Pretty cool. Basically, it shows us the phases of the moon, which does affect fishing. I can buy a sharpening station. We're buying a sharpening station. That is super useful. And I'm going to go ahead and sell this stuff. Okay. So that is fishing stuff. And then I also got a jellyfish necklace, which is basically gives you a little bit of a glow underwater. It does a couple other things, but nothing that we really care about. So we're just going to put that away. So yeah, we have a lot of really cool things. And I just bought this sharpening station. The sharpening station is super duper important. We're going to put it in our house. And we're going to use it to get a buff. So our melee weapons now have armor penetration. Pretty good. So, couple things to note. We're going to go over here. Yeah, the desert pylon no longer works. There is a reason for that. And actually, I don't remember exactly who we had over there. I think it was the arms dealer and the dye trader, who is... says he's here, but I don't... Oh, he's standing behind the... Oh my gosh. He's standing behind the clothier. So what happened? Well, bad things happened. You know, why am I going like this? So I saw this coming. I will say this happened a lot sooner than I expected it to. Also, we should totally reforge our Buster Blader a couple. You know, demonic is fine. That works. A little bit more damage. So yeah, there is a little bit of a problem with the desert. And I saw this coming because I was going to fish in the desert and there was a sandstorm and it was awful and I died. The sandstorm kind of made things worse, but yeah, the corruption, the Crimson specifically, is causing some problems. So yeah, in hard mode, the Crimson and corruption will spread a lot faster. And, you know, that's usually not a big deal, but it can take over other biomes, and especially biomes you don't necessarily want it to take over. This one has taken over the desert completely at this point. There was where I died. So yeah, it's completely taken over. And we can no longer use the pylon because if we look at the housing is corrupted. So we need to basically uncorrupt the biome if we want to have that pylon anymore. It's a goblin scout. Let's kill him. The goblins are actually relatively useful. But anyways, let's go back home. And there's a couple things I need to do. Namely, I need to talk to the guide about crafting with Souls of Night. Yes, mechanical worm. So we need 6 Souls of Night. We have that. Okay. So we can make, and was that in a, demon altar? Mithril anvil, so no. Alright, so we have some Souls of Night. The other thing, I guess, you know, I really should just ask him everything I want to know. The other thing I want to look at is this Key at Night. 15 souls. Alright, so luckily there is a really easy way to get souls in our world because of where the corruption is. But before we do that, we're going to head back down to... what's going to be the easiest way to get over there? You know, I should probably just dig straight down from there. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and teleport over here. And I'm going to come over to this area. And just dig straight down. Why are we doing this? Well, I want to get some more crystals. And this seems like the easiest way to do that. So yeah, we're just gonna come on down into the ice biome. Now the ice biome has been, I guess, technically corrupted by our hollow, which is unfortunate. The hollow is something I would prefer to have on the surface, but I think partially because this is a medium world. It's a little bit on the smaller side, obviously, so it's going to be a little bit. Let's go ahead and take all that. A little bit more cramped. So let's just continue going down. And what I want to do is find as many of the crystals as we can. We need just like 21 more crystals. And they're not that like uncommon once we get to the hollow. It's just a matter of, you know, getting down there. Alright, let's dig a little bit more. This seems to be mostly ice biome. But, hey, some palladium. Don't really need that. But yeah, so once we have... There's a couple things that I would love to get, but I don't think we're going to be able to actively get them. Little bit of an annoyance to actually acquire the items I want. But let's go ahead and take all this stuff. I don't really need the wood, so we're just going to leave that. And yeah, this is not actually hollow. As in the biome, not like empty. So let's head up this a little bit and get across this thin ice. Okay, so I need to clear out inventory just a little bit. Don't really need the bombs or anything like that. But let's try to get over to where things are the hollow. And hopefully we can find everything we need. Let's see. Okay, so there's a lot of water. And back into a little bit of hollow. Man, I was expecting this to be a little bit easier, but it looks like we still need to just go to the left. So once there's our titanium shards for defense. But yeah, so once we can find the crystals, once we start finding crystals, it'll be pretty quick to get all that we need. It looks like this might have what we need. Maybe. We're starting to get hollow spawns, but not seeing anything quite yet. I guess let's see what's in here. Ooh, ice blade. We'll put the sapphire away. Don't need the recall potions. Okay. So hollow is that way. There's some icy guys. There's some explosives. And hey, there is crystals. So this is what we're looking for. Let's kill the turtle. So, crystal shards. And the more of these we can get, the quicker, the better. because this is going to give us, obviously, an improved weapon. Theoretically, anyways. I think it's improved. I actually don't know if what we're going for is... Oh, hey, it's Pigron. I was wondering what that noise was. So Pigron, by the way, only spawns in combination biomes. So basically... Oh, we don't have any more torches. Oh my gosh, stop killing me. Souls of Light, heal. Let's get the crystals. Make sure things are well lit. There is spiders. And I don't need the lead ore. I don't need most of the stuff. I just want the crystals. Alright, so I'll tell you guys what. I am going to gather up a bunch of crystals and come back. Ooh, that is an item. Flink's fur. Don't actually know what that's used for. But yeah, there are spiders over there. But yeah, so I am going to gather up the 50 crystals I need. And then we'll look into maybe getting a really powerful weapon, especially for the upcoming fight. And then we'll fight the destroyer. So I'll be back once I have the crystals that we need. Alright, so that didn't take too long, but I wanted to show off just kind of something. So there is a couple of crystals here. This crystal is a normal crystal. You can see there is a couple of crystals on the wall here. And you can kind of see what they look like. This is one of the gelatinous crystals. You can tell it is kind of rounder looking. Oh, never mind. I thought that was a gelatinous crystal, and there's a bunch of guys over there. Anyways, we got the crystals. Didn't actually have to deal with the spiders, which was nice. And yeah, not much else to say. So, let's head back up to the surface. And we can upgrade our weapon. So, we're going to be making from the purple phase blade to the purple phase saber, which is a 50 attack base. Now, I don't know if it's going to be better than our breaker blade, but it's deadly. 55. It only has a 10%, so we could probably make it a little bit better. But which is, so that swings pretty quickly, but that swings a lot faster. It is a very fast attack speed, and that's kind of what we want. So we're gonna keep that for now. Where did I put my pick? And everything else we can just kind of put away. I want to unmark those, and let's see. I need a chest. I believe furniture's in one of these guys. Yeah, so let's just get another chest. Can I put it there? No. And we'll just deposit everything in there. Okay. So it is almost night, but I don't quite want to deal with the destroyer yet. We're gonna grab some vertebrae, and we're gonna grab some lead so that we can make this summoning item at the very least. Never mind, we don't need to. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky because I don't have what I want. We feel vibrations from down below, and unfortunately, our arena for fighting anything worthwhile is kind of locked out to us. So let's go here, and we'll try to get there in time. But let's see, we don't need jumping, or running once we get there. Because what we're going to do, and this is a little bit weird, we're going to try to tank it. Being a melee class, we're effectively a tank. I mean, we are a tank, but specifically, we're going to try to out-damage the destroyer. And I wasn't prepared for this, but we're gonna give it a try. Why not? So let's get going. And there is a better way to do the whole tanking thing. And the key is an item that we do not have. The key is actually a couple items that we do not have. So we can at least start attacking him. Let's go ahead and buff. And yeah, here is the destroyer. He is going to hurt, but we're almost to where we need to go. And let's go ahead and put those on. Alright. So we can just kind of hopefully do damage like this. And outlast the destroyer. Just by attacking. Now we're not taking that much damage, to be fair. And because the destroyer is multi-segment, we are actually doing a lot of damage to him. We need to heal. And probably the worst thing is his mouth. Don't get hit by his mouth. Destroy some of the probes from these other enemies. And we can do quite a bit of damage. But yeah, there is obviously things we can improve upon. But we need a few more things. I think we might actually have this. Now this is going to be the easiest boss for us to defeat. Being a melee class, but it's going to give us, we're going to die if we don't get out of here. Movement is very unimportant right now. 2 seconds. Heal. Alright, we should be a lot better off. He's almost dead. He's only got 16,000 health, 13? We're doing pretty good. Uh-oh. Nah, we were close. How much? 7,000 health. Okay, so we can do this. We just need to be a little bit more prepared. Alright, so let's go ahead and first things first. Let's go ahead and get the summon item. And we'll put everything else away. Now, what kind of potions do we still have? Heart Reach would probably be good. Inferno. I don't know if that works. Let's go ahead and put some of our stuff back on. Let's see. Battle potions, no. Archery is really no. Okay. So there is not much else we have. But we can always get some sand. We need to make some glass to make bottles, to make water bottles, to make potions. And the question is, how do I make potions? So we have Iron Skin and Swiftness. We do probably want, let's see, what do we want? We could also get flasks. Flasks are kind of cool. But I don't know, again, which ones are going to be the best. Ichor would be good. But I don't know if... unfortunately, I don't know what the Destroyer is resistant against and what he is actually weak against. So, one of the big things we're going to probably want is regen, which is day blooms and mushrooms. So let's make a good number of those. And then there's also the armored cavefish potion, which is the endurance potion, I believe, which will just make us a little bit, so blink root. So day bloom, blink root, and mushrooms. We can also eat food. We'll have some potato chips. So day blooms and blink roots come down to the alchemy station, and we can make regeneration and endurance. As for everything else, we're not going to worry about anything else right now. So let's go down, and there is one last thing I want to do. We really can't do anything else until the next night. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down to the bottom of the world. Deadly, by the way, is a good enough prefix that I'm not really concerned about upgrading that or anything like that. But if we go down to the bottom of the world, it just so happens that we have a crimson right there. So this is a really convenient way to, you know, get souls and whatnot, which we're gonna need to. We're gonna need to get quite a few souls. As you can see, I've been down here. I don't know if you guys caught the throwing spears that were just kind of setting. But yeah, so there is a corruption down here. There are souls of night, and we need 15 of them. So let's just start working on killing things. And hopefully getting plenty of souls. So yeah, there is... shouldn't be too bad to get most of the stuff. There is another. We do just need to watch out for, you know, the lava. The lava is a little bit deadly. There's another soul. 2 souls. Well, that's gonna make things a little bit annoying here. Another soul and a floaty gross. This is a hard mode enemy. Okay, come back. Come back, Mr. Floaty Gross. So yeah, there is a lot of things we can kind of do with the souls. One of the big things that we want the souls for, though, is a Key of Night, which is going to allow us to summon in a very, very unique enemy, and a very good enemy to kind of find. Hopefully we can get this and get the item I want, because there's one particular item that if we get, it makes the Destroyer pretty much the easiest thing in the world. And we want to kill the Destroyer so that we can get our first bits of hollow ingots, and that's the 15 souls. Let's get one more, just so that I have the extra, so they can have basic... Oh my gosh, I really am getting tired of all of these traps. All these lava traps are really annoying, for the record. Okay, so we have 15. I just want to get one more soul. Are you going to be the lucky one? Yes, you are. Okay. So let's get out of here. I'm missing something. Stone. There we go. Okay. So the question is, can I make it here? I can't. So we're going to make a Key of Night. Now, what does a Key of Night do? Well, a Key of Night allows us to summon in an enemy who is very strong, but also can drop some really good things. Now, this enemy we're going to want to fight probably near spawn because it's relatively flat. And so let's just come over here and do this. So, to summon in a Crimson Mimic, which you can find these kind of naturally, but to summon one in, Key of Night into a chest, and when you close it, it turns into a Crimson Mimic. So this is what we want to fight. And I should have probably gotten the sharpening station. Now this thing is pretty strong. Let's throw some boomerangs at it and kind of just hang out for a second. It's got what, like another 1,000 HP? It's got 500 HP. Alright, so we're gonna flee just slightly. And it likes doing that, like, attack. But I want to not die. We have to kind of flee for 20 seconds. I would really not like to die to this. But there is one item that the Crimson Mimic can drop, and we did not get it. That is unfortunate. It did give us greater healing potions, so that is good. Restores more life. But we got the Flesh Knuckles, which gives us a bunch of defense, but enemies are more likely to target us. We should probably do some stuff with our gear. Okay. So let's deposit. Let's go ahead and just do one of these. Deposit all. Okay. So that unfortunately didn't work out like I wanted it to. But where is the traveling merchant? Okay. Perfect. I would like to potentially buy something from the traveling merchant if he's selling it. And he's not. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, let's get some of our accessories reforged. And then we'll sleep until the day. So, jagged. We want warding or something along those lines. Warding or armored's not bad. Warding. Perfect. Cobalt shield. Warding or menacing. Menacing will work. And the feral claws are already menacing, so warding, menacing. We'd probably want something like warding on that. And the wings. Armored's not bad. But if we can get warding or menacing, that would be best. Warding. Perfect. So we're up to 62 defense. Okay. So let's head back home. We're going to sleep in the bed. That's going to speed up time. And at least it should at some point. I thought it was supposed to, but maybe it's after a little bit of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to get to night. We're going to take on the destroyer one last time and hopefully be able to do this. So I will be back once, once it's night. We are back to the dungeon, to our arena, and I've got some chains and a life crystal to make a heart lantern, which we're going to just place right down here. And that will give us even more health benefits. So we have 6 minutes, 300 potato chips. Let's go ahead and buff. And we're going to summon in the Destroyer again. And there he is. So, hopefully this goes a little bit better. I realize we can put that on. And there's a couple things that are probably going to be a little bit better this time. One, we have a little bit more defense, a little bit more damage. We also have more health regen and better potions. So we should be able to do this. We definitely have the damage output. This is just normal mode, not expert or master mode. So should be able to do most of this stuff pretty easily. In fact, at this point, we're not even taking all that much damage. Now, the endurance potion also helps a lot. But, yeah, this is much easier. And we're just gonna continue destroying the Destroyer. Now, if I would have gotten the item I want from the Crimson Mimic, which is the fungus or something like along those lines, he is dead. I was about to say he is almost dead. So yeah, the Destroyer is dead. That was much easier. So we got a bunch of cool things. But yeah, so if I would have gotten the weapon that I wanted, that would have been a lot easier, even still. But doesn't matter. We have hollowed bars, we have Souls of Might, and we have the Destroyer Mask. So let's go back home. Oh, right. I unset my spawn point. I forgot. But yeah, with the Destroyer defeated, our first mechanical boss is done, which means we can get a couple more event stuff. We can also start working on crafting some really cool things. Specifically, we could make hollowed armor. But we also can get Excalibur, which is a much better sword, and light discs. Now, these are really good. And we can get up to 5 of these. And the more we get, the more they kind of go off. Now, I've never really used the light discs all that much. These are melee damage. Do I want to make more? How much is Excalibur? Excalibur is 12. Let's go ahead and make Excalibur. And make however many, one more light disc. Okay, so we have Excalibur, we have light discs. These are kind of our new weapons. The Phase Saber did well, but Excalibur is too good. So with that, we're gonna actually call the episode here. We also got the Destroyer Mask and some Souls of Might. Now, Souls of Might, we can do a couple more things with, but for the most part, it is the hollowed bars that we want. And we're going to need the pickaxe axe at some point, but that will come once we defeat all 3. True Knight's Edge also requires all of the souls, 20 of each, so we'll have to kill the Destroyer again. And that's about it that we can make. So the light discs are kind of the important thing. But we're going to have to probably fight the Destroyer one more time to get any more of those. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Lots of things to still do, but we made progress. So next time, the plan is going to be this. We are going to try desperately to, well, prepare for the next boss. The next boss is going to be Skeletron Prime. We're going to take on the twins last, and that's what these light discs are for, because these light discs are going to be a good ranged weapon, even though they're still melee, for the twins, because twins are going to be hard to hit with a sword. So that is the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!